Netflix has pressed pause on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's docuseries. The project was expected to debut later this year, but it's now been delayed due to backlash over the upcoming season of The Crown, which will premiere on the streaming service on Wednesday, November the 9th. According to a report, somewhat outraged after learning the fifth season contains a negative plotline about King Charles and John Major, the former UK Prime Minister. They're rattled at Netflix, the insider spilled, and they blinked first and decided to postpone the documentary. The storyline in question takes place in 1991 and was based on a real-life newspaper poll that asked British citizens whether the ageing Queen should step down and give the throne to Charles. In the show, Charles, who's portrayed by Dominic West, agrees that his mother should abdicate and then vents his frustrations to John Major. However, John Major stated the interaction never happened and called the fictional story malicious nonsense. According to a new report, Netflix has already been on the edge about the new season of The Crown due to Queen Elizabeth's death last month. The company is also worried over the portrayal of Princess Diana's death, even though they've already stated that her fatal car crash in 1997 won't be shown explicitly. To be going back to Paris and turning Diana's final days and hours into a drama feels very uncomfortable, one source told. Finally, some of the crew members are pushing back. The show always tried to present a fictional version of royal history, with as much sensitivity as possible, but lately as things get closer to the present day, it feels harder to strike that balance, the source noted to The Sun. With some of those moments still so fresh and upsetting, it feels as though a line is being crossed. Many others have questioned the timing of the release, being particularly disrespectful given the recent passing of Her Majesty. Official royal biographer of the Queen Mother William Shawcross told The Telegraph that the series is odious and deliberately hurtful. He said, "The Crown is an odious series filled with lies and half-truths, encased in lace and velvet. It's astonishingly and deliberately hurtful to individual members of the royal family, public servants who cannot answer back, let alone sue for damages." Daily Mail editor Sarah Vine wrote, "It's not even a month since she was finally laid to rest at Windsor, but that doesn't bother Netflix. Business is business, ratings are ratings. If anything, they probably calculate that her death makes it more likely people will tune in." No matter that her son King Charles is still grieving, now he faces being portrayed as a pushy usurper, desperately trying to get his mother out of the way so he can get his mitts on her crown. Not only is it monstrously disrespectful, it's downright cruel, but that doesn't matter because, let's not forget, the royals aren't real people anyway, they're just cash cows for Netflix execs. In some ways though, you can't blame them, they're just doing their job. Prince Harry on the other hand, now that's a whole other matter. These are his so-called loved ones, his family, his father and his grandmother, who are being exploited. You might have thought he would at the very least want nothing to do with the perpetrators, very possibly speak out against them. After all, he's not exactly backwards in coming forwards when it comes to voicing his grievances with other sectors of the media. However, according to page 6, Harry and Meghan Markle's Netflix docuseries is still set to premiere this year and is being slated for a December release. One highly placed industry insider told page 6, "As far as I'm aware, the docuseries is still going ahead."